Chris, a difference that a week makes in playing a team. Your team's ball pressure and the rebounding was incredible in this one. Where did you see kind of from the very get-go your team just came out ready for this game?
Well, we just had to make more toughness plays. We just they've kind of out-toughed us in the games that we played. So we did that, and that showed up in the rebounding, particularly on the offensive glass. We did a good job there. And I thought we got off to exactly the start that we wanted. That set the tone for us more than anyone else. Everybody really played well tonight. Kind of got was on point with the game plan and their matchup. So we were locked in.
Chris, just in terms of what you're getting from Nickeil and Nas, off the bench, and do you feel like when this series when both teams get into their benches, that's where you can make some hay?
Well, those guys have been so big for us all year. Whether they've been coming off the bench, which they have largely, or playing starting roles for us. Nickeil early in the season, Nas late. They just have so much confidence, no matter what role they're playing in or what where we need them. And I love their aggressiveness. Being shot ready off the ball, and defensively, I thought Nas was great on the glass as well. Even though he didn't have a lot of numbers, he battled, kept bodies off, stuff like that. So, we need those guys to produce, and tonight they did a great job of it.
Obviously, just one game in the series, but
Yeah.
did the guys kind of need a performance like this just to kind of snap you guys into it after what happened with Phoenix?
Yeah, I think so. I think certainly with what happened with Phoenix last week and the previous matchups, but also just we needed to take our game to another level. We kind of hadn't been doing that. We've been playing some good basketball at times, great basketball, connected basketball. We played hard, played well for each other, but we haven't played desperate basketball with something on chip on our shoulder, which is what we did early in the season when we were trying to establish ourselves. And the guys did a good job of coming out here hungry with something to prove.
Chris, how do you see the arc of Ant's game? You had some turnovers there early, then kind of got to mid-range. How did you see it open up for him?
Yeah, I thought for the most part it was outstanding. Obviously the third quarter was electric, just spectacular. That's stuff we haven't seen from him for a little while. Haven't put in one of those runs together. And then when they started doubling him, he made all the right plays, and guys made some shots, and we missed some really wide open ones too. And he didn't even the turnovers early. I thought, he was trying to get to the right things. They weren't reckless. So really pleased with how he played today at both ends of the floor.
You matched up differently in this one than last week with taking Ant off of KD, and then Cat was in that matchup. What kind of led to the way you lined up primary? Obviously guarded him with multiple guys.
Yeah, I mean, just KD's just an unbelievable player. He's such a tough cover. Just wanted to put as much size on him as we possibly could. He had it going there, and so many of those are just kind of signature KD shots, and you just gotta live with them at times. But I thought Cat really did a great job of battling him, and just making it as hard as possible.
Even when those go in, does it feel like a win sometimes because it seems to maybe stagnate them a touch?
It never feels like a win when someone's scoring on you, but you feel a little helpless, for sure. You just got to go down and guard them again, and just try to make them miss. So
obviously helps when they're hitting shots, but just what about Nickeil and Nas and how shot ready they are makes them such good pairs alongside Ant?
It's the quick decision making. Ant draws a crowd. If someone's going to hold in that spot when the ball comes to them, then it really allows the defense to get back and get set. And that's really where they're so good. They're two of our best 0.5 mentality players. I mean, move the ball quickly or do something with it quickly.
Chris, and speaking with the players this week at practice, they talked about mental toughness.
Yeah.
Where did you see that mental toughness kind of come to fruition today?
Well, I thought it came mental toughness from being ready to go from the beginning. Locked into the game plan. Surviving some of their tough shot making early, surviving some of our turnovers. Just kind of when they made a little run at us there in the start of the second half. We were able to reestablish ourselves. Those are all signs of some mentally tough, moments.
Allen was 0 for 3. Booker was 5 for 16. What do you kind of credit the defensive effort on those guys to today?
You know, we just battled them. You know, just kind of, you know, Booker's so dangerous with the ball. You know, Jaden just fights through everything. You know, just keeps fighting and keeps fighting. You know, the ball didn't seem to find Allen as much, which was helpful. You know, Mike is very good in those off-ball rolls. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, I think the ball went to KD a lot too, and you know, you got to pick your poison with these guys. It's really tough.
Coach, game one, it's you try to set the tone with the way you play on both sides, offense, defense, rebounding. It's a series, but is it something you can bag and, you know, carry into game two?
Well, I like the way that we made all the effort plays tonight. You know, we ran the floor better. We got to the glass better. I thought we played with some physicality and toughness on defense. Those things we got to keep doing. There's no doubt about it. You know, the rest of it, you know, we're going to look at the tape, see where we can get a little better. I'm sure they're going to be making adjustments, as are we. So that's about that right now.
Any update on Kawhi? I was declared out. Any word on
no update?
Game two?
No update. I spoke to him briefly, but no update. So.
Chris, what goes through your mind when Ant is having a spurt like he does at the end of the third?
Get him the ball. You know, it's fun to watch for sure. You know, and you know sometimes like in the past he's had those runs lead to like a bad run, just trying to do too much. But you can see the great growth for him in that he played under control, being able to understand the game and the defense, and then continue to like make the right play. That's something we preach to him all the time. He's getting better and better at it. When he can do those types of things, he can control an entire game, and that's what he did in the third quarter. So,
making it tough on KD and also not having as many turnovers, it seemed to deprive Phoenix of its rhythm. It did a lot of ball movement rhythm in the first three games. It was that. I mean, obviously one of the plans is ball pressure, what you want, but no turnovers, ball pressure, and then give KD what he has to get, but keep the other guys down.
Well, I mean, we've turned it over so much against them in the times that we've played. That's absolutely key to setting your defense. They're you know, a fast team, and they really look to quick strike you. So it has to be a major part of, you know, so your success when you're playing these guys. You got to take care of the ball. So, you know, as for how it affected them in their half court, you know, well, I'll just have to look at the tape and see what that looked like. But I mean, we just can't feed a great offensive team like that. You just can't. I mean, so.
And your rotations were, if not more freelance, definitely more varied than they were. Was that mostly scripted, or was that according to situation?
Yeah, no, it was mostly just flow of the game stuff. You know, I mean, we come in with an open mind, as you know, every night, and we just wanted to make sure that our guys understood that we were going to do what we needed to do to navigate the game when it came to rotation. So, but everybody played well. Everyone who went in there helped us.
Rudy switched out into space a lot more frequently tonight than he has all season. Can you just share your thoughts on how he handled some of those assignments?
Rudy's a really good defender at all levels. You know, he gets down, he's big, he can move well, he cares, takes it personally. You know, it's something that we've done it before. You know, when you get to this moment, you gotta, you know, there's nothing to rest him or, you know, keep him fresh for. You can play him more minutes. You can employ him in different ways, and you know, it's kind of you know, he's oftentimes wanting that challenge too. So, thanks, guys.